Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm Louis Gusto. Welcome to a playthrough of Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan. Sitting here at the title screen, 6 stars next to the Super. We're going to talk all about this game. We got a lot to talk about today. It's a special Let's Play. We'll choose Mario game instead of Luigi game, and I'll mention why in a second. Primero que nada, we want to get the nearly infinite 1-ups, so we'll pull off this trick here. In this group of blocks, isolate the red Koopa Troopa. It won't jump down because it's a red Koopa Troopa instead of a green one. So it doesn't like to be a lemming. This is how you set it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. That count was probably not super accurate, but I just want to make sure I don't go over 128 because then it'll roll you back over to 0, I believe. Now we're choosing Mario instead of Luigi. This is not a 2-player game. It is only 1 player. It is the direct sequel to Super Mario Bros. It might have come out the year after. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it's certainly one of the most infamous Mario games of all time. One could argue that it is the most infamous. Others would argue that that would be Mario's time machine. I'm gonna hop in this pipe and grab a bunch of coins. So Japan got this as the sequel, as their Super Mario Bros. 2. And as the story goes, Nintendo of America thought that it was a touch too difficult and not quite as fun as part 1. And so Doki Doki Panic, Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic, was reskinned for Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. There's a little bit more to that story, but I didn't want to focus too much on that. I would really want to talk about this game and everything about it that I personally know and that I love about it. I love this game. It took a while. It's not identical to Super Mario Brothers. I'll talk about the differences. We'll start with the graphics, okay? You can see, for one thing, the graphics are identical. That is true. There is no upgrade here. Everything is pretty much the same. But there are new things. We've got mushroom platforms instead of the regular platforms from part 1. I outran my 1-up. That's okay. That's why we get the 1-up trick at the beginning. There's a star here. And there are more ways to get 1-ups in this game. Talk about that as well. But the gravel floor, that's certainly brand new to this part. We're also not going to warp at all. So we're going to play worlds 1 through 9. Gosh, there's a lot to talk about. I'm so hype. There's been no other game that I've played on the channel so far that I've practiced more than Super Mario Bros. 2. You can see at the title screen, like I said, there's 6 stars. You get 1 every time you beat the game, regardless of whether or not you warp. So I've beaten it 6 times. On the 8th, after the 8th time you beat it, you get to play worlds A, B, C, and D. So basically 16 more levels. This blooper just changed directions on me, huh? Got him. Now, maybe next time I do a playthrough, I can do a challenge where I don't use the 1-up trick. But I wanted something more comfortable, because if you do get game over, you can continue indefinitely, but you have to start from the beginning of the world. So if you die, for instance, or if you get game over in World 5-4, you have to start over from World 5-1. And that can just get annoying because it's easy to rack up like 10 deaths in a row on this game. And even though, like I said, I have practiced, I've beaten it 6 times, I just, you know, want it to be cozy. I don't want any unnecessary frustrations. That said, there are no guarantees, so put your seatbelts on, guys, because it's gonna be a ride. And just like that, we are at the first castle, World 1-4. The format is pretty much the same. World, you know, you go from worlds 1 to 8. Within each world, you have 4 levels. The first 3 are overworld, I guess overworld / underground aquatic, and then level 4, I'm sorry, is a Bowser Castle. The Bowser battles remain the same. There's a slight remix in World 8-4, but we'll get there. So we're gonna try to tag him with fireballs, roast him and toast him. He's a Goomba in disguise. And we get to see Mushroom Retainer, aka Toad, with the same exact message. Now you can see the text does have a drop shadow in this one, so that's another difference. We've got gravel floors, we've got the mushroom platforms. We have some updated, you know, bushes and clouds. The mushroom sprites have also been updated to have eyeballs. There are also poison mushrooms in this one. So we'll likely see one at some point. And you don't want to touch that because it's the same as an enemy touching you. So here's a tricky jump that you need for later in the game. It's always tricky, never gets easier. These bonus rooms also have hidden blocks and stuff like that. Like I said, there's so much to talk about here. There are no new enemies here. There are just a couple of upgraded enemies. First off, you see the piranha plant. There's a red version that will come later in the game. Now, the red version will pop up even if you're standing directly next to the pipe. The green ones don't do that. And maybe they move a little bit faster? I'm not sure. There are also upgraded, well, bloopers that live outside of water. And they just float around. Here's a hidden beanstalk. And as you can see, World 2 is nighttime. World 3 was the nighttime world in Super Mario Brothers. A little bit of trick here. Some brick walls in your way. Cloud platform. Just want to grab as many coins, just, you know, for fun. Even though I did the one-up trick, I still like to get my regular one-ups. And there we go. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a poisonous mushroom. You can see the difference. Don't touch it. We've got green springs that bounce you real high into the sky. And those will come into play even more later. I guess I'm really taking my time, huh? As far as upgraded enemies go, I think that's it. Oh, Hammer Brothers, they have 2 versions as well, although visually they look the same. You've got the standard platform Hammer Bros that jump up and down, and then you've got the freestanding ones that chase you immediately. So continuing the nighttime theme for World 2. They've also placed pipes in odd places. So there's a few visual tricks in this game that you don't get in part 1. And one of the things I actually don't like about the Lost Levels version, the Super Mario All-Stars version of this game, is that they erased a lot of the graphical differences, and it takes something away from the game. gotta say, it really does. So I highly recommend that you play the Famicom version that we're playing today. I couldn't keep up with that. That's alright. I'm gonna get small here just so that I can get this coin block. I know, I'm greedy. I get 77. In a second, you'll figure out why. Okay. So this one has, you know, Super Mario Brothers 2 has. Oh, I forgot about the 2. It's fine. We'll do it another time. Basically, I want to have a multiple of 11 coins to finish off a course so that I can match it up with my time and get a 1-up and show you that trick. But we have plenty of time to do that. But yeah, like I was saying, in Lost Levels, they took away some of these graphical differences and, you know, it takes away some of the charm of the game. I personally like being constantly reminded that this is a slightly upgraded version. I guess now you would call this like a Super Mario Brothers 1.5 versus a sequel. But you know, Nintendo back then, they weren't used to that level of success, I don't think. Super Mario Brothers was, you know, their first home console major hit. They had hits before with Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong Jr. and whatnot, but I just feel like if you're that young into the home console market, especially, you know, breaking into America and whatnot, you have a mega hit like Super Mario Brothers, your instant thought is, hey, let's make a sequel. Let's follow up that success. And the way they did it, oh, the trees are different too. You can see that they kind of look like almost palm trees. And we're about to head into our second Bowser Castle. You can get a 1-up again here, but that's okay. Whoop. Some Bowser Castles, you actually need to be small Mario, so we'll deal with that later. There's a hidden power-up right here. We don't need it, so we won't grab it, but... tricky part. And there are actually a few versions of Super Mario Brothers besides this Japanese sequel. There's also a special All Night Nippon version which we'll play. Ah! You thought you got me, but you didn't. Are there any more hidden secrets here? I don't think so, but get to hang out on Bowser's Bridge. Now, Bowser's Bridge, it looks a lot like one of the platforms from Mario Brothers. I think that it was taken directly from that. There's little references to the arcade hits in this game if you know where to look. So that takes us to World 3. We're back in the daytime. This guy's kind of got like a purple. And speak of the devil, it's the Hammer Bros I was just talking about. These are the standard versions, but you can see they show up a lot earlier in this game. And I hope I didn't lose my train of thought, but basically what I was trying to say was the way that Nintendo approached making the sequel was by just making it difficult as all get out, as we say in the South. So there's a lot of ways they made it difficult. First of all, if you go down this pipe, you'll get taken to a bonus room with a bullet bill cannon, and that will lead you to a negative warp zone. Yes, that's right. A warp zone that actually takes you backwards in the game. Takes you back to World 1. So we definitely don't want that. Oh, whoops. Ah! Stupid shell. I think that's the first time we've died so far. So, like I was saying, you don't want to take the negative warp zone. Also, I kind of forgot to mention that I'm going to be speaking as if you know everything about Super Mario Brothers. So in case you've never seen the entire Super Mario Brothers game, I do have the playthrough on the channel, so you can take a look and then come back to this one. But with that said, this game basically starts you off from that difficulty, more or less. Whoops. The difficulty in Super Mario Brothers is a touch more gradual, whereas here you kind of it ramps up much faster. Those mushrooms in the background, those are also brand new. You get some new color palettes as well later in the game. One of the biggest things though is this gravel instead of bricks. And like I said, they took that away in the All-Stars version, which I don't like. Got some silver pipes here. There's our green spring. We want to take this over the pit, over the flagpole. We don't want to go too far, and then 3. So hit it at 3, it matches with 33, and we get a 1-up. So that's how you do the 1-up trick in Super Mario Bros. 2. It helps out, right? Especially if you don't do the Koopa trick that I showed at the very beginning. So World 3-2, this is where we're first gonna have our aquatic adventure. It's always good to have fireballs down here in the water. Makes it a little bit easier. Now these aquatic stages, oh jeez, as I say that, that's fine. It's easier to maneuver as small Mario down here. One new thing is you've got regular enemies underwater. But unlike ground levels, if you try to stomp on them, you'll die. So it's almost like Mario Brothers in that sense, the arcade version, where you just can't touch any enemy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got more whirlpools here as well. A lot of coral blocking your way. Just gotta be a touch more careful. Rather than risk it, I'm just gonna let him swim over me, and there we go. So we'll see, the trees are new as well. You can see that those are upgraded from Super Mario Brothers. And we'll probably get to more during the game, but let me talk about now how much I've practiced. This is also new, these white trees. You can see the trunks have that signature, I guess, ridged or pattern. I don't even know how to call that pattern, but it's definitely new for this game. But I've practiced a ton for this Let's Play. In fact, I've practiced a couple times on live stream as well. But I did say that I was going to make an official playthrough for the channel. Why bother getting that coin? This is a difficult game. When a lot of times in the 70s and 80s, when a video game became popular and enough people became really good at it, the response from the developers was to make the same game, but just more difficult. So that's what you've got here. You've got leaps of faith. You have specific parts of the game that you cannot pass without jumping on a Koopa Troopa's shell or a Paratroopa's shell. We got our third Bowser Castle. This is our first maze one of the game. And when I say maze, even though you see 2 ways to go, or 3, there's only one true way to go. Let's get this hidden mushroom. And then down here, there are some hidden coin blocks. Try to get them all. And jump up here. Gotta wait for this fire stick to go around and then jump up. Thought there was one more. And there we go. We made it through Bowser's Labyrinth. See if we can pull off the small fire Mario trick. Oh, I think I just missed it. Yep. That's okay. This will take us to World 4. But like I said, I practiced a lot for this game. The very first time I did it on live stream on the channel was the All-Stars version, and I was getting stuck at World 4-3, and it just was not pleasant. Let's get up here so we can get the coin block. Now you're not safe, the Spiny can still graze you, so you gotta be careful. But there's the red piranha plant. There's our first encounter with that. Like I said, even if you're right next to the pipe, it will come up. You have to be standing directly over it for the piranha plant to stay in place. There's a necessary spring. Lakitu is Bakitu. Oh, 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 oh. Let's see if I can stomp him. There we go. He shows up a lot in this game. A lot, a lot. Let's see if we can get that fire flower. Oh, didn't quite make my jump. I think he's not throwing because there are too many sprites on the screen. Or maybe he's just shy. He glitched out, I think. Oh, I didn't mean to go in there. That's alright. Little aquatic bonus stage. Oh, you know what? I actually have not been in here. Funny enough, in all my practicing, I have not been to this bonus stage. Buzzy beetles in the aquatic bonus level. That's so. Hopefully, it's not taking me to a warp zone. Okay, no, it's not. Well, that's good. As much as I practiced it, beating it 6 times and getting game over a few others, we won't talk about that. But yeah, I found something new to me. Alright, off to World 4 2. So yeah, back to the live stream, the first live stream I did of this game. I did the Lost Levels version. I got stuck at World 4-3, and I don't know if I progressed past that. That is a ton of cannons. Cannon to the left of him, cannon to the right of him. Volley and thunder. You can get a 1-up here if you set it up, but I'm not really gonna do that. Just very satisfying to run through all those enemies. I think that's a coin block right there. So there's our freestanding hammer bro. And there's gonna be one more over here. The level design in this game is tricky, but it's learnable. I've read and listened to criticisms of this game where people just say it's too frustrating, it's too difficult. But let me tell you, my boys, it's just all about practice. You practice this game enough, and you'll get good at it. With that said, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna be one of those gamers that's like, ooh, herder, it's easy. This is not an easy game. If you practice it enough, you can get good at it, but that doesn't make it not difficult. For the average player of Super Mario Bros. Who has never played this game, it is not simple. Right there. I missed my jump. As I'm talking about it not being simple. Oh, and I missed the jump there too. I think because I mentioned getting stuck on World 4-3. It was fresh in my mind. So now that I'm small, I actually have to kind of load up the Koopa Troopa, the Paratroopa here. I found that if I try to jump like this, I won't make the jump. If I'm Super Mario, it's okay, but small Mario it won't happen. Whoop. I was gonna run too early. So this is one of the parts I talked about. It's a leap of faith / Paratroopa necessary jump. I waited too long. And here we go. This is why we do the one-ups. This is never promised a perfectly clean playthrough. We're just gonna play it all the way through though. No warping, no save states. Just old school Super Mario platforming. There we go. I very nearly fell. Okay, we don't want to do that. I forget which. It's probably better to get a running start. There's bullet bills coming here. Don't want to jump into those. Okay. Got one final tricky part, which is these blocks. The bullet bills stopped. And we got it. Woo! That part, when you're first starting off with this game, can be very, very difficult. Even now, it's still tough. So we made it to Bowser's Castle, and I don't think I'll be able to make it because I'm big here. Oh, I did it. Guess you just gotta do a sensitive jump. Pokes out the Goomba. So I wanted to practice for this playthrough so that it could be good. You know, I'll do blind playthroughs here and there. I kind of almost have to because I'm not gonna have time to practice every game. Now this one I have to be careful too. There's a hammer bro coming up. Got past him. Now here, am I able to? Does it matter if I which? I lost my mushroom anyway, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, which way you take? It's not a maze. Let's hop on this platform. I was trying to do the trick. That's okay. Made it past Bowser once again. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to practice for every Let's Play. Some of them are going to have to be blind or, you know, just getting basic familiarity with the game. But this is a special one. You know, technically they're all special Let's Plays, but this one is going to be one of the shining diamonds on the channel. Oh, I did not run and jump. Well, like I said, this is going to be one of the diamonds on the channel. One of the Let's Plays that's my pride and joy. It's part of my pride and joy, I guess. Got some upside down piranha plants here. I think this is the first time we see them. And of course, they're notorious in Super Mario Bros. 3. Like I was saying, don't let anybody tell you that this game is easy, because it's not. It takes practice. Once you've practiced it enough, then you really start to love it. It can be mind-numbingly irritating. Trust me, I went through all the stages with this game, where first it was just pure curiosity. Next it was, you know, getting a little bit of beginner's luck, some satisfying platforming, and then very quickly it turns into frustration. And then pure hatred. Oh, that was another one I messed up. It's an introduction to wind physics. 64 coins, Nintendo. Oh, and they start me all the way at the beginning. Okay. Does that... No, I think you still have checkpoints up to World 8, I believe. I just didn't make it far enough. Now that I've played this game enough and beaten it multiple times, I can genuinely say that I love this game. And in this playthrough, we'll go all the way through World 9, like I said. However, it'll be only the 7th time that I'm beating it. So I'll have to beat it once more, and then I'll do a separate playthrough of Worlds A through D. And that one will probably be blind. I think it'll be more fun that way. Got our intro to wind. And got hit in the face with a bullet bill. Not cool, Bill. Buzzy beetle. Always satisfying. Just a long platform. Whoa. As you can see, the shells do not kill the piranha plants. Oh, come on, really? That's the corner of the super. So yeah, we hit the checkpoint this time. Thankfully. Makes you believe that you're at the end, but you're not. Now, if you go up this beanstalk, it will take you to a bonus world and then a warp zone, which again, not what we're looking for today. I can, when I beat it for the 8th time, maybe I can do a warp zone. We'll see. But it looks like you're at the end of the road, right? Like really at the end of the road. Where's my hidden block? There it is. So I think in Lost Levels, it's not gravel, right? It's probably brick again. Oh, I got tricked. I saw the piranha plant. I'm like, wait, is there more platforming to be done? All right, so we're more than halfway done with the game. We've got plenty of free lives, and we're going underground once again. Mario's Underground Mixtape. Coming to a trunk near you. So one thing about the music is that it's exactly the same here. They did not make any new sound effects. There's a poisonous mushroom. Don't want that. There are no new songs in this one. I believe there's a hidden mushroom in one of these blocks, but I don't know. I guess I'm too impatient. Like I said, you have a couple of upgraded enemies. And I guess there's nothing there either. And some new graphical elements. There are some new gameplay mechanics too, which I didn't get into. You can jump higher. First of all, with that green spring, Mario can jump super high in the air for a long time. I mean, presumably he's just off screen, right? And then coming down. But he's just really, really high. Also, bouncing off enemies is... you get more momentum. So that's why they added a lot of parts of the game where you have to specifically bounce off of a Koopa Troopa in order to proceed in the level. There's another warp zone there, same as World 1-2 in Super Mario Brothers. And I believe that warp zone takes you directly to World 7. Ah! The one in World 5-1 takes you to World 6. I don't think I could ever be one of those gamers that's like, this is a perfectly clean run, no damage, no power up, no coin. That's a little bit too much. Some people find that fun, and that's amazing, good for them. But I don't think that could ever be me. There's just too many games to play that rather than master one. I need to jump a little bit earlier, clearly. Alright, we'll get it this time. Let's just jump right to it. Kinda gotta do another leap of faith there, huh? Wait till he goes and make the jump. Make the jump. This has never been difficult for me before. It's another surprise. Like that bonus level with the Buzzy Beetles underwater. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, and if I would have had 55 coins, I could have done the one-up trick here. So just like World 5, it's a beautiful day outside. Blue skies here in New York City. I'm in Brooklyn. Just like Mario and Luigi. And it's nice because yesterday was sunny, but in the latter half of the day. But we've had quite a few cloudy and rainy and foggy days. It's an interesting bonus room. You can't, unless you're Super Mario, you only have one path to take there. Oh, bullet bills. Whoa! Let's let Blooper come up and stomp on him. So here's another necessary paratrooper jump. You also have to contend with the bullets flying at you. Alright. Really, bro? I was a little too slow there. Where's my checkpoint? Oh, no checkpoint. Okay. Well then. Still had quite a bit to go in the level. I will say this, although there are some really tricky and difficult feats to pull off in this game, the game actually does ramp you up to stuff. So it introduces the green springs early, it introduces Koopa Troopa bounces early, or Koopa Paratroopa, I keep getting that mixed up. But it introduces all that stuff, so it's not completely new. Even the wind physics, it's like, okay, here we go. So, in that sense, it's very fair. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go. Oh! Is there no checkpoint here? Because I was... Wow. I was all the way. At the end. A cloud near the ground is interesting. Alright, so here we go. Bowser Castle 5. Oh, another difference between Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. Is there are no repeating stages. How could I leave that out? Every level you play in this game is unique. Which is great. I think that's maybe one of the things about Super Mario Bros. That hasn't aged particularly well. The fact that you know, you're repeating stuff. Right. He's got a Podobo. And as far as difficulty, I'm gonna just harp on this. Just practice. If you want to get good at a game like this, you just have to practice. Now, there are some retro games that are unfair and random and cheap. I don't know that this is one of them. There we go. World 6-1. Oh, okay. Played that incorrectly. I don't think there will be another 1-up there, so the hidden ones don't come back. They give you lots of 1-ups in this game, though. Lots of opportunity for 1-up. I mean, technically, you could get a 1-up after every regular course in the game. You just need the multiple of 11 or 0. If you have 0, then just make sure the last digit of your time is 0. Whoa! Sometimes you just gotta let instinct take over. Alright. Another hammer brother. Ooh, he jumped up right at the perfect instant. I'm gonna have to clip some of this for shorts. Oh, I can't get to that fire flower. All I can do is collect me coins. And watch out for the poisonous mushroom. There's our return of wind. Obviously it carries you a bit, so you don't necessarily have to run there. Okay, it'll stop here. And then this is the end, so just gotta pick my spot. I like to go, there we go, when they're both gonna return, and I didn't make the jump because I didn't run. Okay, at least we have a checkpoint. And this time I can get my mushroom. Oh, I ran too early. Slow Parada plant, come on, get back in the pot. You need to grow some more, little planty. Dude, seriously? Why is it taking so long? I wish I could hit it with the shell. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I feel like... Is it a little bit slow? I don't know. Anyway, back to the wind. And then this... Oh yeah, this part. That's okay. Whoa. See, I'm next to the pipe, but it still comes up. You have to be actually on top, and then it won't. Even if you're here, all the way at the edge, see, it'll come up. Oh, I had 33. Doggone it. I was too busy focusing on the beautiful red foliage in the level. So I think this is another aquatic stage. And this is officially the most difficult Nintendo-made aquatic level for Super Mario Bros. So with this game engine and graphics, this is the most difficult one. You've got upside down coral, you've got plenty of whirlpools, you've got a ton of enemies, fish, cheeps, bloopers. I believe there are more Koopa Troopas and Paratroopas in this level. Got the platforms that will push you down. So sometimes in aquatic stages, you just have to be patient. Unlike that. Same music, you know, same deal. It's actually hilarious when you think about how they included essentially 20 bonus levels in this game. The first 4 bonus levels you can access if you beat the game straight up with no warping. Cool incentive. Beating the game 8 times to see an additional 16 levels, well, that is borderline cruel. But like I said, once you practice enough and get it down, it's not an insurmountable task. And that's kind of what I wanted to show here without being too smarmy about it. Hopefully I hit a checkpoint there. 60 coins. Hello? Okay. Yeah. got a checkpoint, so here you want to be careful because you got 3 cheeps, lots of coral to maneuver through. There's a paratrooper that lives underwater, and we're almost there. We almost made it, yeah. Can't be afraid of bloopers. You have to, you know, they basically have one of 2 directions. They'll either charge at you or charge away from you. So just determine which one that particular blooper is doing and face that direction. So if it's charging away from you, just keep going. Don't turn around because then it'll chase you back. It's almost like a boo in that regard. Oh, I forgot that this was flying cheap stage. Or flying fish, as we used to say. Back in the Dizzy. Oh! So that was the final complete aquatic level in the game. This will be the... I think there's one more flying fish stage after this. Flying fish, or flying cheeps. They keep showing up. We don't necessarily care about that mushroom because it just takes too long to get. The cheeps also kind of respond to your movement. So you can kind of manipulate them in that regard. Oop. And I think there's going to be a paratrooper bounce here. Yeah. Okay. Still makes me hold my breath. And one final one. Whoop. Didn't necessarily need to go over it like that, but all right, Castle 6-4. Here we go. Making good progress. Got over 500,000 points. Not that that necessarily means anything to us anymore. Might have to do a sensitive jump here. And another one. There we go. This is another maze, I believe. Yeah. So actually, I might have to get small at some point. Not sure if this is the one, but avoid the hammer, bro. Ah! And don't do that. Why I did that, I couldn't answer you. I've never done that before, but I don't know why I did it. You have to go up here and down here below these pipes, and then got a fire stick, and then we've got another maze element here. Jump on the elevator and then take the lowest platform, wait for the potable, then there's a long fire stick here. Avoid that bad boy, and we are pretty much here to Bowsy. Now he is going to be throwing hammers, so it gets a little bit trickier. I don't have a mushroom anymore. Thank you, Toad, I know. Don't have to tell me for the what feels like the millionth time. They could have done something a little bit better for part 2. But we're in World 7 now, and it's nighttime once again. Here comes our wind. So World 7 and World 8 are very tricky. I would argue that World 7 is actually a bit more difficult than World 8. Oh! Every time I talk about difficulty, I feel like I die. So I'm gonna start saying this game is so easy. By the way, if you ever hear me say that this game is easy or it's not as difficult as people make it out to be, trust me, it's tongue-in-cheek. I'm a comedian, so that's my style of humor. Is deadpan, tongue-in-cheek, facetiousness. Got me mushroom. Got some flying cheeps here. Oh, and I lost my mushroom. How did I lose it and stomp on him at the same time? I'm gonna have to look back at the tape. Here's a bonus room that repeats a couple of times. I I'm wondering if there is a power-up in here. I'll have to look at the game map. So this is a part of the level that you can only access if you hop in that pipe up there. Otherwise, you never get to see this. I'm not sure why they did it that way. Oh, I thought there was a Hammer Bro coming up for whatever reason. Anyway, we get sent back to the beginning now. Or not. This is... Oh, shoot, that's right. That's why you don't want to die there. Okay. Oh! I forgot about the hidden one-up. I guess I'd rather have 2 1-ups. Or 1, I guess, but... Oh, shoot. Ooh! Now we gotta get past the bros again. The Mario Bros versus the Hammer Bros. Who would win in a fight? Alright, now I think we can get our mushroom. Or not. There we go. Get a few coins for good measure. And like I said, there's one more. Oh, gee whiz. What happened to that bullet bill? It looked like it kind of glitched out. Alright. Now, World 7-2 and World 7-3 are 2 of the hardest levels in the entire game. Both for different reasons, we'll see why. But this is where you definitely want to have a stock of extra Marios. Oh, I missed my power up. Lovely. That's okay. Gotta stomp on the paratroopers in order... If you... Oh! Okay, well I guess I'll just show you. I planned that the whole time, you know, this is a tutorial after all. So get the mushroom. And then you gotta wait for them to fly up, because you see it repeats if you don't get up here and take the pipe. Pause. But anyway. Oh, Lord have mercy. I've been scarred by hip-hop. Oh! Daggone it. Get me Fire Flower. And then, you know what? May as well get a bunch of coins. It's just too much fun. I could never play a Mario game and not collect coins. I remember back in the day seeing these no coin challenges, and I'm just like, come on, bro. Mario's gotta get his coin. Gotta get his bag. So what haven't we talked about? I've talked about the difficulty of this game, the fact that I've practiced a ton, and even with practice, I'm not perfect. I have made it pretty far in the game, however, despite dying a few times, but I've... Okay. Just make one more final jump, and we make it to World 7-3, which is possibly the most difficult in the game. You have wind and green springs to contend with here. Got nighttime ice, even though there are no ice physics necessarily. So we wanna just make it to the next spring, basically. Bounce up. Make it to the checkpoint soon. Happy clouds in the air. Here's our checkpoint. Try to get that mushroom. Okay, this is our checkpoint here. So it doesn't get any easier. Oh. The springs can be slightly glitchy. More often than not, they work, but that's why you want the checkpoint. But they do mess up. That time I feel like it messed up. The time where I died. We hit it with enough momentum and we can make it all the way to this platform. And we're almost there, but we still have some tricky jumping to do. Oh, I didn't get enough momentum there. I was relying too much on the wind there. I still have to run, even though I've got wind. There we go. So build up enough speed there, and you can get all the way to this final section. And you don't want to jump on that first fire stick. I mean, you can, but it's easier to just do it this way. And then the wind dies down. Get some momentum and hit the flagpole. And there, my boys, it's a very easy level. You see, all you gotta do is bounce on some spring. No. It's tough, man. Oh, and I had 44 coins. I missed it again. Yikes. So this is a fun castle. I like that Bowser castles kind of have a American Gladiators type of vibe to them in this game. American Ninja Warrior. Alright. Duck here. Oh, I messed up. That's okay. We'll have another opportunity. We can have get a 1-up here. So get the Koopa and then follow him. As long as all the enemies load up, you're good. Sometimes they don't load up for whatever reason. It is a 8-bit game, so. Oh! I jumped a hair too early. That's okay. So as you know, there are no checkpoints in Bowser's Castle. Get the hit in. Oh, I did that twice in a row. I overshot it. There we go. Oh, I gotta slow down. I'm moving too fast. Come on, Mario. Take a chill pill. That was a tough jump. The elevators were way out of sync there. I think they randomly have their platforms appear. Wait for the next one. There it is. Soft jump. Ah, you got it. You can't go past the wall. If you hit it, it kind of stops all your momentum. Unlike later Mario games where you'd be able to do that, but so technically it is easier to be small Mario there, but well, that's what we're gonna do anyway. One thing I always say about these games is once you make a mistake, it's very easy to just continue to make silly mistakes. You kind of get some bad momentum going. But we'll go ahead and get the 1-up again just for good measure. This is one of the more fun ones to get. Like I said, I appreciate that the developers gave you a lot of time or a lot of opportunities for that. I think if that wasn't there and the game was a little bit more random, then sure, I would tend to call it cheap or whatever. But I think, you know, with everything considered, it's a fair game. So no Potabo this time, just a fire stick. Very good, very nice. Alright, here we go. World 7-4 Fake Bowser has been defeated, and we're gonna hop into World 8-1. So we got a new color palette here. We got white bushes, we got gray bushes, we'll have red ones as well. I'm sorry, maybe it's not a big deal, but I think it's so cool. I think this game has such an interesting piece of Nintendo and Mario lore. I did a little wall jump there. And this is another World 8 it's another set of levels that, including 8-4, that are tricky, but once you figure out the tricks, it's doable. It's extremely doable. And I'll do some tutorials as well on how to beat these levels. Today we'll just do more traditional Let's Play style. But I'll make some shorts that kind of where I can share my strategies for beating these levels. But my goodness, when I was practicing, I started practicing maybe a month and a half ago, and I didn't do the one-up trick. Or did I? Did I? And I just, yeah, I did the one-up trick, but I just died so many times in World 7-3 that by the time I got to World 8, and other levels, I didn't just die there, but I died so many times that by the time I got here, I was trying to learn the tricks of World 8, and then I exhausted all my lives, ended up getting game over, and then when you get game over, in this version, they only give you 3 to start with. Unlike Lost Levels, where it gives you 5. So jump up here, let Hammer Bro do his thing. Attempt to get... Oh, I did the jump, but I... Oh, shoot. I was gonna try to get the Fire Flower, but I completely messed that up. But maybe I can do the one-up trick again. In any case, I was trying to learn all the tricks of World 8, and along the way I was just getting game over, game over, game over, game over, and it was very frustrating. It was at that point where I was like, do I hate this game? Do I actually hate this game? But I got through it, I learned the tricks, and came out the other side a better man for it. Looks like Yoshi right there, right next to the crown. Looks like a Yoshi egg pattern. So there's our red. You know, Mario blends right in. And we got the golden. Got the orange pipes. Just really cool color palettes. I feel like it's a reward for getting all the way to World 8. It's like what they could do with the technology at the time to make things a bit different. Now, World 8-2 has the most unique ending of any Super Mario Bros. Level. Instead of traditionally ending with a flagpole, oh, I missed it. So you gotta get a beanstalk there. If you don't get it, you have to go in this pipe, go through this bonus level, which we've already seen, and go backwards in the course and try it again. So basically I have to bounce off the paratrooper's back and hit that beanstalk. Okay, we do it again. Still have plenty of time. Okay. Dang, keep missing it. Come on, man. I deserved it. I deserved it. Start over. Oh, I missed my mush. That's alright. Gotta keep pressing forward. It's no big deal. Alright, let's try this one again. And this time I completely missed the paratrooper. I thought it was cruel to jump on a turtle's back. So at the last second, I was like, nah, can't do it. Okay, 1 second. It might be time for a small break. We'll see. Typically when I start doing that, it's because I need to get up, stretch. I did have a bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon, apples, peanut butter, and a nice cup of pour-over coffee just before I started the playthrough. almost overshot that. So I'm caffeinated, I'm full. How did, bro. I don't know how I missed it there. I've not had this much trouble with it, but go figure. First time for everything. There's a hidden coin block here. I think I showed it the first time around. See, I glitched in it there. Alright. Every day is a new opportunity. How come I'm not getting it? I don't understand. I do not and cannot understand why I'm not bouncing on that Koopa Paratrooper to show everybody that I can do it. I'm just a humble southerner trying to play a little game of Super Mario Brothers. Bro, okay. I think that's a sign to take a quick break. So I'm gonna pause the game. Okay, we are back. Took just a quick 5-minute break to get some water. I ate a cookie. Over the weekend, my girlfriend made ginger snap cookies from scratch. Soft ginger snap, not the hard ones like they normally are. And oh, bro, let me tell you, those cookies are so amazing. So I had one of those. It's not quite time yet for my brunch that I have every day. And I missed it again. Huh. For whatever reason, I'm not bouncing up. Maybe I'm running with too much momentum. Not trying to analyze it too much, but I think maybe I'm just running too fast when I should be doing just a regular jump. Let's try that. There we go. Oh! I have 800,000 points on the nose. That's really interesting. So, you see, very unique ending. You need a beanstalk and now we're up in the clouds. Which is... I'm sorry, but that is one of the coolest things in the Super Mario Bros. Series. Imagine playing this as a Japanese kid in the mid-80s. My mind would have been blown. I would have been like, yo! Obviously, I would have said that in Japanese, but... Got a couple of Hammer Bros. Oh, the first one didn't show up. Go figure. Sometimes enemies don't load. I'm not gonna complain. But you know what? I forgot to get my mushroom. I got so hyped that it wasn't there. And then as Small Mario, it's harder to get good momentum. All right. In any case, let's jump on the platform. Jump on these two guys. Okay, now we got a horde of enemies. Okay, 1 and 2 Hammer Bro, and then there's a mushroom here. Oh. There it is. There's also a beanstalk here. And just for the sake of completeness, because I know it's not a warp zone, I'm gonna take y'all on a tour above the clouds, above the clouds. Just grab a little bit more coinage. This also, you know, it's not extremely necessary, but it actually is relaxing. And I appreciate that they put this in there. I feel like that had to be on purpose. Also, the fact that you can keep collecting coins so that if you are dying, you'll lose your lives at a slower rate. You know, your net loss will be a tidbit slower. Okay, there's 2 more Hammer Bros, and then one more tricky part. I got a poisonous mushroom, a coin block. Just wanna get that to turn into a used block. That part is so tough, I didn't even want to talk because I wanted to get all my focus in, make it to World 8-4. We've got plenty of lives. And here we go. This is Bowser's castle. And he may have just let one of his relatives move in. Next on Super Mario Bros. 2. So here's that tricky jump. You know, that's not new. They introduced that earlier in the game. But now we got a, you know, a momentum type of jump where you need to... I didn't build up enough momentum there. That's okay. This will allow me to talk about the course a little bit more. Now there is one other game where you can play a ever so slightly altered version of this course, and that would be All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers. So that Koopa Troopa bounce, that's nothing new. We got some bloopers to contend with. I like to lure that one up. And then some fire sticks. Now, unlike Super Mario Brothers, they break up the music here, which I again think is a nice touch. Not exactly relaxing, but it's not the most stressful. Now, another tough part of the course. We've got that jump that we first saw in World 2-1. And what we want to do is do a high jump and then immediately push to the left. Got another blooper coming up over here. And I swear there's a pattern to this one where I feel like you have to go over the Koopa Troopas and not actually kill them. Because every time I stomp them and make them lose their wings, I feel like I have to do this part over. So, there. Jump over the fire stick. And now we got one more final obstacle before we get to the end. So we're gonna wanna let this pattern play out. And then we wanna jump on the green Koopa. We didn't want to do that necessarily, but that's okay. If we have to, we'll do it again. Yeah. That's Bowser's brother. I've talked about him in a YouTube short. We're gonna attempt to take down Bowser with nothing more than our jumping ability. I don't know how this is gonna go. Not well is the answer to that question. That's alright. Hey, you gotta try it, right? Now back to the beginning. So I definitely became somewhat of an expert in this course. It is a maze as well, so you need to go down the proper pipes. All right. Oh shoot! Forgot there was a. There we go. Side this time. Okay. Get the blooper up and let's... Usually the second blooper charges away or retreats, I guess. And then we get our power up here. Of course it had to be hidden, but I will say again that I appreciate the developers putting multiple power-ups in this level. Did I say multiple? Yes, I did. Ah, that jump never gets any easier, I swear. Alright. So we actually, you know, we did it. We made it to the final Bowser already. So you saw, you know, in part 2, Bowser allowed his brother to move into the castle. And I guess he didn't do a good enough job because we've never seen Bowser's brother ever again. Maybe the most rare boss in the Super Mario universe. Alright, so we want to do that jump again, but we don't want to go in the pipe right away. So you gotta let him go like 3 times, and then there we go. That was better. See, now I can get my fire flower. You don't want to fall down that pipe because then there are hidden coin blocks that'll get you stuck. Alright. We defeated Bowser's brother. Roasted him with fireballs. You see, he wasn't like a fake, right? Like in earlier parts of the game. He didn't turn into another enemy. He just... That's Bowser's brother. Now let's let the Buzzy Beetle, because there's not enough room for both of us. And prepare for the game to glitch out a little bit. It glitches at this part because there's so much happening on screen. Don't want to let time run out either. Oh, you got me, friend! But we made it to the end. We beat Final Bowser. He got me. I got him. In the end, Mario is victorious. But we're not done yet, folks. There's actually more to this game after you beat World 8-4. Pieces paved with Kingdom saved. Hooray to Mario, our only hero. Pieces paved with Kingdom saved. Hurrah to Mario, our only hero. This ends your trip of a long friendship. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but we get 100,000 points for each player left. So let's see if that breaks my high score. I think my high score is something like 7 million. I don't think we'll get that far, but you never know. And as you can see, they gave Princess Peach a little bit of a glow up here. In Super Mario Brothers, she looked... I'm not one to comment on women's appearances, but let's just say she wasn't gonna win any beauty pageants. This one though, you know, she's got a nice blowout, the crown sitting lovely on her hair. Nice dress, maybe from Vera Wang or Louis Vuitton. Oh, 6 million. Okay, so not quite. Now we'll get a little bit of a song and dance with the Toads. As soon as it loads, you know, Famicom Disk System games. Oh, no dance. Okay, that's another one. So World 9-1. This is the fantasy world. So you get one chance at it. If you die, it's over. And here we are. This is inspired by the Minus World from Super Mario Brothers, believe it or not. So I've made a YouTube short about the Famicom version of Super Mario Brothers and the Minus World contained therein. And the palette looks exactly like this. Now again, in the Lost Levels on Super Mario All-Stars, they took this out. You gotta be really careful here because you do not want to lose a life. But yeah, complete with the green bricks and stairs and ground. See, we got traditional Super Mario Brothers ground here. And then you've got like the neon pink bushes. And here we go, more of the same. A little Spiny got stuck, huh? Jeez. Another one got stuck. This is World 9-2. Gee whiz. It's actually... if the main game weren't difficult enough, right? So I gotta be careful here. Got some coinage. And then, I don't know if there's another paratrooper. So World 9-1 and World 9-2 kind of inspired by World -1 in Super Mario Brothers Japan Minus World. Got to be very specific because the American and European version of the game did not have that same. And now we got this amazingly cool Bowser level. Now this is inspired by World -3 in the Famicom version, except it was underground. So we can do a little beanstalk. Again, the color palette is something really cool. The bonus level is at night. We'll get some coins here. This way, we get an extra life. Even though, I guess, well, we might need it. And now we're gonna come out the pipe. Oh no, I'm sorry, not there. So we wanna go above here. Got an extra life, but I don't wanna blow it. And the reason we wanna go up here and stay up here, you see the castle walls. It's a really trippy type of level, but that's why. Because how in the world are you supposed to get past him otherwise? That is such a narrow hall. I think maybe we can do the World 9-3 challenge one day, but that won't be the day. And then after the Bowser, you got a flagpole. So maybe that's Bowser's brother again? So that'll take us to World 9-4. We got 2 lives. And this is more of a congratulations type of level. Goomba, Koopa Troopa, Buzzy Beetle, Koopa Paratroopa, Hammer Brother, and I think this is something in Japanese that's to the effect of like, congratulations or you're super. There's the blooper, there's the red Paratroopa, there's the Potable. You see, every time I turn around, he wants to chase me. I would rather he just freaking get out of my face. Bro, seriously? Just get out of here. You're not welcome. You're not part of this. Stop trying to be a part of this, blooper. Alright, I'm gonna turn around so that he comes this way. I'm not taking any chances, man. This is a no save state playthrough. And there we go. That's World 9-4, folks. I appreciate you watching this playthrough of Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan. Please remember to finesse that like button and subscribe to the page for more retro gaming content just like this. And I'll catch y'all on the next Let's Play. Peace.